All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anurag Agrawal, and on behalf of GIO Reality India, let me invite Anna Suzanne. She is representing Damac Dubai today, and she is a proud Indian enjoying Dubai lifestyle, Damac, and I'll say she's a brave Indian also because nowadays, even in the war zone, she is working day and night. But I know Dubai is the safest place in the world, so she is enjoying life over there. So with all Geo Reality channel partners, I would love to invite Anna Suzanne. She will take care for the Dubai Damac overall training today. So not taking much time. Over to Anna. Anna, the entire Geo Reality
Thank you.
initial partners are before you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anurag. That was a lovely introduction. And all that you introduced me with is all absolutely true. And I'm not sure who gave you a quick introduction about me, but I think you prepared it yourself. But it is 100% true, all what you said. Thank you so much. And welcome all of you to Demac Properties. And I'm going to take you through, as Mr. Anurag said, give you a few insights about Dubai. And predominantly, this is not going to be a training on projects or products, but this is going to be insights about Dubai as a city and Damac properties. So I'm going to give you a lot of insights about it, which you can take forward to your clients. Of course, we'll have our relationship manager and the director of sales, Miss Maria, who will also be assisting you in terms of project details, and she will be giving you, very specific information on projects about Demac and how you can take that forward to your clients. So the next 1 hour we'll spend to know a lot of insights about Dubai. Some of you would have visited Dubai, some of you will know about the city, maybe you would have lived here. But me living here for the last 4 5 years, there are certain things I have not paid attention to until and unless it came to me in this kind of a format. So I'm going to take you guys through that as well. So you become experts and then you take that to your clients. The second thing is, I will also give you a lot of insights about Demac Properties as a company. So that again will support your introduction to your clients on the different projects that we are offering. Right, I will be sharing my screen. You can keep yourselves on mute. If you have any questions, please unmute and ask me. I will be answering all your questions. And if I do not have a response to any of your questions, I will have Miss Maria support me and get back to you with the responses. As much as possible, I will support you with all the information that you require.
So what we will do, Anna, we will keep maybe question answer for the last so that no
Perfect.
disturbance is there. So I
Perfect.
have kept everybody on mute, and last we will give them power to unmute and ask questions.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, yeah, that makes absolute sense because, once you hear everything from me and then you maybe park your questions in the end will make more sense because through the session, you'll have most of your questions answered. Sharing my screen right now, I have a presentation to share with you. So, I will take you through all of this for now. So, why Dubai and why Damac? So, this is curated by Damac Properties. The reason being, a lot of our investors want to know why should I choose Dubai, and even if I choose Dubai as a city or UAE as a country, why should I choose Damac Properties? So, some insights here will give you a confidence of investing in Dubai as a city. As all of us know, Dubai is not the country, UAE is the country, and Dubai is one of the Emirates of UAE. There are six other Emirates, and Dubai is a city in the country United Arab Emirates, with AED, Emirate dirhams being the currency. Abu Dhabi is a capital of this country. It's a quick introduction just for you to refresh your knowledge because sometimes what happens is people feel Dubai is the country we are investing into. No, UAE is the country you're investing into, and Dubai is a city. Now, as we said, as Mr. Anurag introduced and said that, it's really brave to be there during this situation. I'm going to give you a lot of insights. I will also tell you of what's happening. And to support all the statements he said, I have a lot of facts that I'm going to give you. But this is so true. Dubai is a city that never stops rising. You're seeing that right in front of your eyes. I am sitting in office premises and I'm talking to you. I'm not working from home. And we have that safety in the country where every day, for even from the 1st of March to the 30th of March, we travel to work every day safe and sound. So I will give you more insights on that as we proceed. The next thing I'm moving on to is some facts about Dubai. Not about Dubai as like a city and where it is located and the geography, not about that, but some insights on Dubai. Why is it a city of the future? Now, your investors will definitely want to know. I'm putting in my money today. So, even if I'm going to put my money into a savings account, today I put in my money, what am I getting tomorrow? So, for that, for me to put in that money today, I have to know that I'm putting it on a strong base. So, some facts about Dubai. Dubai stands number one in accredited healthcare facilities, which means all your specialty hospitals are here. Every specialty hospital that takes care of your head to toe is the best healthcare facility that is available in Dubai as a city. So you have it from the US, you have it from Australia, you have it from India. So you have the best of healthcare facilities across UAE, as especially in Dubai. And in terms of the neighboring Middle Eastern countries, also people travel for hospital reasons into Dubai because we have the best hospital that is here, hospitals that are around. Number one in education, highest number of international schools globally. Again, so when your clients want to move in here as a family and they're wondering if they can put their children in the best education, because the past history, if you're looking about 20 years back, 30 years back, the education system was not very strong in the Middle East. However, Dubai is a game changer. Dubai has all the curriculums: British, German, American, French, all the Indian curriculums, CBSE, ICSE. So that again caters to your investors if they're moving in as a family, which a lot of people are doing. That again caters to their children. They can be placed in whichever curriculum that they want. AI hub. Yes, AI is what is the future of any country, is the future of any development. So Dubai is aiming to be 100% AI powered by 2031, at least the government services. Now, in Dubai, just a fun fact that I like to give you in the middle, that, it's not about them only visioning to be something. It's like they take baby steps before that. So 2 years ago, like in 2024, Sheikh Hamdan is the crown prince of Dubai. He is the son of Sheikh Mohammed, who is the ruler of Dubai and the vice president of UAE. So Sheikh Hamdan has signed up for 20,000 UAE national students, college students, to study AI prompting. And AI is integrated from grade 1 in schools from the year 2025. Now, this is the city of the future. Now, even children from grade 1 are having an AI integration into their education system. As we say, yes, I'm an expat and I live in UAE for the last 5 years. We are about 200 different nationalities of us who live in Dubai. 200 plus nationality. It is not only Indians, there are Africans, there are Filipinos, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Afghans, Iranians, Iraqis, so many of them who live in Dubai. And number two in FDI confidence index. FDI confidence index is nothing but foreign direct investments. Now, this is again a major reason for the economic growth of Dubai from what it was to what it is today. So, the FDI confidence index is nothing but the confidence of your investors, foreign direct investments that flew into Dubai. Now, Dubai stands number two city for that confidence index compared to all the cities across the world. Number one in global entrepreneurship monitor, which means the entrepreneurs across the world have their first priority of as Dubai to invest into, to start up their business or to start their businesses. So the choice number one country, UAE, across the countries in the world. Number 5 in world competitiveness rate. When we are talking about world competitiveness rate, so different countries of the world compete with different aspects. Like for example, in terms of what are the major pillars, it could be government efficiency, business environment, safety, infrastructure, mobility, and connectivity. So all this put together will rank countries across the world. So Dubai stands number 5 in the world competitiveness rate. So imagine competing with so many cities and countries across the world. Number 6 in the world safety index rate. Number 6 in the world safety index rate. And Abu Dhabi as a city stands number 2 in the world safety index rate. Now, this is a good booster for investors, 100% tax free. When we say 100% tax free, no income tax, no property tax. So there is no tax at all that we pay, our GST, CST, none of it in Dubai. However, there is only a 5% VAT, value added tax for commercial goods. Apart from that, we do not have any tax that is imposed on the residents of UAE. Now, if you're looking at the Dubai's economic growth driver, what has driven the growth of economy to this state, what Dubai is today, it is of course your high rental yields for investors between 7 to 8% annually. This is surpassing a lot of it is surpassing a lot of markets globally. The tax-free environment, of course, that's why people like to come and earn here, because whatever they take back is 100% tax-free. And not forgetting that the AED, Arab Emirate dirhams, that I told you, the dirhams, is pegged with the US dollar. So, which means one US dollar is 3.67 dirhams for decades. Because since 1997, it has been pegged, and this is what has been the rate. So, any currency that's pegged to the US dollar is believed to have a stable currency. And another thing is they opened up the doors for visas. So Dubai started offering, UAE started offering different types of visas, which I will cover for you in some time. I will tell you what are the different visas we have for your clients. And that again has encouraged people to come here and live freely. So, just again, I'm sure most of you will be able to accept to the fact that I'm telling you. Back then, maybe 20, 30 years ago, from our own home countries, maybe there would be one uncle or one aunt who's staying in the Middle East, and then they are sending money home to their family, right? But gone are those days. Today, if you see, my apartment that I stay has a lot of Indians, and we most of them are with families. At least 70% of them are staying with their families, which is with their spouse and their children. So that is how people are moving into the UAE, especially post pandemic. They are moving in as families. It's just not one person earning here and sending money back. They are moving in as families to the UAE and Dubai. This again is an interesting fact. Now, these, of course, you don't have to remember the numbers, but this fact is important for your investor because they look at the GDP. When you're investing in a country, smart investors and professional investors first look at the GDP. So, if you're looking at this graph, it talks about the GDP of Dubai, which stands 29th in the global rank, which is an amazing performance for a country like UAE, which has grown from desert sand, right? And the game changer was in the year 2010 with Burj Khalifa, so on and so forth. However, in 2009 and in 2017 and in 2020, if you see, there has been a dip in the GDP. That is, in 2008 was the global financial crisis. In 2017 was the oil price cut globally. And in 2020, it was the COVID that happened. So, with all of this said and done, immediately the very next year, if you're observing my screen, you'll understand in 2009, there was a GDP dip, but the resilience the market has shown. The very next year, we have bounced back. That's the same thing in 2017. The very next year, we bounce back. And post pandemic, it's the same. 2020, we had the pandemic. 2021, our GDP has come back. Now, this is the assurance you can give your investors. Every global crisis, the Dubai market has always bounced back double fold. And especially post pandemic, the GDP has completely risen owing to the fact of Expo 2020 that we hosted as well immediately after pandemic. Now, if you're thinking that it's only the oil and gas industry that is contributing to the GDP, no, that's not the fact. We have other sectors as well. For example, we have transport and storage, we have real estate, we have hospitality, financial and insurance, and construction. Now, all of this equivalent to oil and gas are contributing to the GDP of Dubai. Currently, as we speak, the population of Dubai is about 4.6 to 4.9 million. 92 percentage of the population is expats. When I say expats, it's like people like me who have left our home countries to come live, work, and earn here. Imagine 92 percentage of the population is expats. 8% of the population are Emiratis, who are the UAE nationals. Now, this is again one of the major reasons for the economical growth, because again, your expats are not only people who are the working class, there are also different categories of expats who are in UAE. Now, you must be wondering, okay, so many expats are there. Which is the highest contributing nationality? Yes, no doubt. 38 percentage are Indians, 17 percentage are Pakistanis, Emiratis, then Bangladeshis, Filipinos, Iranians, Egyptians, so on and so forth. Now, this again is a power booster for us, right? Now, there is usually a biopsychology is that when somebody, like for example, there is a shop that has the maximum number of crowd amongst a series of shops, biopsychology is that we automatically go into that shop to check what is happening, or we go into that shop to buy, trusting that okay, there are so many buyers, so that definitely there will be a positive outcome. Now, that is how you can play with this to your clients. You can let them know that the market, that the the population also has 38 percentage of Indians. Now, Dubai is also a country that does not rest with what it has. Now, by 2040, by the year 2040, 2040, they want to have the population increase to 7.8 million. Currently, we are almost on 4.5 to 4.8 million. By 2040, they want to increase the population to 7.8 million. Now, this increase in population is not like how we think it is in India. It's not about birth rate and death rate. The increase in population in UAE means welcoming more expats into the country. We will talk more about this in our future slides. So are you all with me? Are
Yeah.
you all with me? Yes. Okay,
Guys, give
thank
a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up so that she knows you are awake.
thank you. Thank you. Yes. Moving on, coming back to talking about the resilience of the market, which most of your clients will want to know now. As I said, the global financial crisis in 2009, and the oil production cut in 2017, and the COVID in 2020. The red graph shows you the GDP. And then I told you how quickly we bounced back. However, the blue graph, the blue axis, shows you the price per square foot for real estate. Now, this is a mix of off plan and ready properties. Now, if you're looking at the prices has never dipped down. It has either been on a plateau or it has only gone up. Even during the crisis, the prices were on a plateau, which means a flat, not high, no low. However, if you're going further, post pandemic, the prices have always risen. Where always the prices have risen. Now, this is what we tell our investors, our smart investors who want to wait for things to normalize. Mark my words, things are quite normal in UAE right now. Plus, the prices, there has not been any market correction. Third, when things completely, everything is temporary, as all of us would agree with that. And when things completely settle down, this price is what we are getting today is not going to be the same, because that's the usual trend of the market, right? Now, elaborating a little more on the FDI, which is the foreign direct investments, of the major reason of what Dubai is today. right? And what are these investors coming with? Which industries are they from? So predominantly they are from business services, food and beverage, IT services, textiles, and consumer products. Second in globally for the total FDI per capita, second in the world. This is as per 2025 records. Second in the world for global total FDI per capita. 643 number of greenfield projects. Greenfield projects are nothing but startups. You're starting from the scratch, which like I don't even have a company in India. I come here, I get my license, and I'm starting my business. 8 percentage of Dubai's global share of 8 percentage Dubai's global share of total greenfield FDI projects. 56 Dubai share in Middle East. Overall Middle East, 56 percentage is the share of Dubai. 40.4 billion FDI capita inflow, which has shown almost a 62% plus growth year on year. Now, again, this is not something that we're going to discuss to our clients in depth with numbers. However, we can talk to them about the foreign direct investments and the major businesses that are contributing to it. Hence, the businesses are also doing well in Dubai. Now, this is again, as I said, Dubai never rests. This is the first slide that I showed you. Is always a rising city. Likewise, here also, today as we speak, the GDP is 1.49 trillion. Now, by 2031, 2031, they want to increase that to 3 trillion. As we speak, the GDP is 1.4 trillion, and they have an aim to increase this to 3 trillion. Now, we need to stitch all the story together, and that's how they're going to achieve that aim in terms of achieving the uh, GDP to 3 trillion as well. I'm going to show you some more facts. Now, as I said, Dubai is a country of vision. Your investors want to know today, Anna. If I come to Dubai, you're showing me Burj Khalifa. You're showing me Dubai Mall. You're showing me the oil and gas industry. You're showing me what Dubai is today. You're showing me Sheikh Zayed Road. What is the future? What is it tomorrow? Is it only this that is going to help me invest, or this is going to grow? The answer to your investors and your clients are yes. Dubai has always been a growing city. UAE has always been a growing country. I'm talking even geographically, because 30 percentage of the country only is made favorable for living. Still 70 percentage is a desert. Now, the Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the main road of Dubai, where Burj Khalifa is, Dubai Mall is, before 2010, that was also a desert area. But today, if you're just going and looking at a video of transformation, you will see how the desert has changed into such a high technologically advanced country and a city. Now, this is what we are saying. Based on that trust, this is their future vision. So by 2030, they want to have 25 percentage of the transportation to be autonomous. When I'm saying the transportation to be autonomous, it's like your metros, automated transportation. And 2031, they want to have 100 percentage of the government services rely on artificial intelligence. As I just told you a while back, this is again, they take baby steps towards achieving their vision. 2 years ago itself, Sheikh Hamdan has signed up for 20,000 UAE students to study AI prompting. Now, 2033 again is the year that they want to increase their GDP, as I just quoted, from 1.4 trillion to 3 trillion. 2040 is a milestone year for Dubai. Now, they want to double the size of the city. I think sometimes we feel it's humanly impossible, but this is what they have been doing decade after decade. They have been expanding from Bur Dubai, which is the only area Dubai was actually there. Your Knife Souk, your old Dubai, your Shindaga was the actual Dubai. Then they extended to Sheikh Zayed Road, and then they extended to your future areas like your Dubai South, and all of that is live now. Now they're extending further. Now this is going to cater to their population increase by 2040 as well. 7.8 million population, where is the space? So that is why they have a vision to increase the city, double its size, green and recreational spaces. Now, you could ask me out of curiosity, okay, Anna, you're telling me that the population has to increase. How are they going to bring in this population? Right. Now, by 2031, the world's largest airport, Al Maktoum Airport, is going to be opened in Dubai. It's going to be the world's largest airport. Now, the market prediction is that the airport itself, the functionalities of the airport, the operations, is going to draw about 1 million job opportunities. Nothing has changed. And I'm still telling you that even in the month of April, amidst all of this, and I'm still confirming that if you're looking at the government sites, you will find that out. It's attracting 1 million job opportunities. Now, that again, if a person from the family is coming to work, definitely, as I said, nowadays people are moving in as families. So average of at least having 2 or 3 more people, 1 million job opportunities. So nothing less than at least 2 million people will be moving into Dubai is the market prediction by 2040, by 2030, with the airport functionalities beginning. Now, that's just one example. There are so many other projects that are coming up, both on private sectors and on public sectors. New companies opening up, new businesses opening up. Now, this is how the population is going to come in. By 2050, they want to have 50 percentage, sorry, 50 percentage powered by clean energy, which means reducing pollution and getting into electric vehicles, battery driven cars, flying taxis, which will reduce the carbon footprint in the atmosphere. Now, this is to contribute to the world environment as well. Now, the most epic vision of UAE is that by 2117, they want to have their first settlement on Mars, planet Mars. Now, with all that I have lived, right, with all the vision they've had before and all that I'm living their vision today, I don't think it's impossible for these guys. Because already last year, there were astronauts from Abu Dhabi who are doing spacewalking or practicing spacewalking. Now, this is how they take baby steps towards achieving their vision. So, this is a treat for your investors. This is a treat even for your end users because they are moving into a city that has such a strong vision and they're always, their history is proving what they vision, is bringing to life what they vision. Now, a quick glimpse of that 2040 milestone that I told you. So there's going to be about 7.8 million population they're anticipating, and 55 percentage of the population to live at least 800 meters close to a public transport, increase in hospitality and tourism places, city becoming more green with recreational spaces. Compared to about 5 to 10 years ago, we are living that. We see a lot of green spaces as by the government and by developers as well. There's a lot of green communities, green living that's encouraged in the city. Increase in spaces for education and health facilities. Of course, when you have so much of population, we also need to cater to the health and educational facilities. Now, this is a very interesting fact for all of you to know: the millionaire wealth migration. Now, in 2025, we had a lot of millionaires. 2024 and 2025, we had a lot of millionaires migrated away from certain countries and migrated into some other countries, which are like, for example, from UK, India, China, Russia. They moved away and they went into countries like UAE, US, Canada, Singapore. But the number one country that they chose and the highest country that they chose was UAE, right? And when millionaires usually migrate, I'm not talking about visiting, huh? I'm talking about migration, which means moving their headquarters. So when millionaires move their headquarters and go to another country to live, they also go, they just don't pack up their bags and leave, but they also move their investments. Not maybe everything, at least predominantly. So in that again has brought a lot of revenue inside, brought a lot of money and cash flow inside UAE. 9,800 millionaires have moved into UAE in 2025. Now, why is millionaire migration so important for a country? Of course, There is forex revenue, new businesses, right? Most of these millionaires own companies, and the multiplier effect in terms of revenues, stock markets, because they're also going to invest in stock markets in the country that they live, job creations. Now, that again, when they come, they open companies that gives a lot of opportunity for people, boost middle class as well. Now, why do millionaires migrate? Safety and security, financial concerns, standard of living, work and business opportunities, schooling and education opportunity, taxes, healthcare, and retirement. Now, these are the reasons which they choose country, and all these pointers that we said gets a good score and a tick off in UAE. That's why mostly millionaires have chosen UAE to migrate to. If you're talking about tourism, which again is a major contributor, revenue contributor, we've had about 19.5 million visitors in total 2025. We've had good number of visitors, which has been the highest across 19.5 visitors in 2025. And in Jan 2026, we have almost had about 2 million visitors, which boost your hotel hospitality industries, and that has been the hotel occupancy rate has also been quite high, starting right from your 5-star hotels to your 1, 2, 3, and 4-star hotels as well. If your clients are talking about, okay, yes, I want to go settle in UAE, I want to settle in Dubai, but I also want to start my business there, or I want to register my business there, right? That's the easiest thing to do, because they can get it done in 4 days, have all their documents ready, choose their business locations, get the government approvals, pay fees, and pay fees for their license, register with Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and that's about it. They can start their business. Now, it can be even a physical one or it can be a virtual one. All of it remains the same protocol. So, even opening a business in UAE is very easy, and it's a very quick, structured process. Now, of course, if I'm going to live in a city, I would like to know how is the connectivity, how is the traffic, how is the public transport access. Yes, we have two major metro lines with 14 stations across. Sorry, we have two major metro lines with 29 stations across, and it is existing, the green and the red one. But we are coming up with new metro stations by 2029, 14 more, the blue metro line, the world's largest airport, which is Al Maktoum Airport, by 2030. And we also have the Etihad rail connecting between Abu Dhabi to Dubai. And the phase one is already functional. So we have passengers and cargo rail. Then we have major highways that are also coming, expressways, about 115 bridges, 57 tunnels. This is to ease the traffic, because people here have a balanced mix of using public transport as well as their own cars. Then you have the Hyperloop, which ideally today as we speak, it's about 1.5 hours, depending on the traffic, maybe 2 hours from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. But through Hyperloop, it's going to take only 12 minutes one way. So that's again a very much awaited project, which will be ready by Q2, by the next quarter, by the end of this quarter in 2026. Now, again, Dubai is not a city that only looks at the infrastructure and, in terms of mobility and connectivity, but they also care a lot about the health and lifestyle and well being of their residents. So, there is a project called the Loop that is coming up. It's an climate controlled tunnel, and this climate control tunnel is for fitness. It's about going to be about for 93 kilometers across Dubai, and people can walk, jog, run, and there will be fitness pop-up stores inside, there will be workshops that will happen, and it'll be like climate control, which means cool during summers, warm during winters, and completely dedicated to fitness and well-being, right, surrounded by trees, because the rulers of this city and the country are very, very fitness oriented. I'm sure you all would have seen the Dubai Run and the marathons and all of that, which is absolutely true. Now, currently, the Dubai Metro highlights. Dubai Metro was started by 2009, and we have about 64 metro stations, 90 kilometers, 300 million passengers. In 2026 is what we are expecting. Almost 200 plus million passengers in 2025, and this is expected to grow. By 2029 we are expecting 4 more metro stations, 30 more kilometers. Now this, having metro stations and connecting to every nook and corner of Dubai, is what makes life easier in terms of connectivity. So that's the vision. By 2040 they want to have at least the residential areas 800 meters close to public transport. So they're anticipating by 2031 that 320 million passengers would avail the metro lines. All right, now comes much into Dubai's real estate. So long what we saw were insights about Dubai as a city, and why would I choose Dubai as a city? All of that and all of it is what we are seeing today, and what's the future as well. Now, a little bit on the Dubai's real estate. So, if you're looking at the transactions volume, units, number of units sold, 2025, it was 200,000 units that were sold with a mix of apartments, villas, and townhouses. And in terms of value, 2025, again, a mix of these typologies, 541.5 billion. So if you're looking at that jump, you're looking from 2021 post pandemic, there has been a 200% jump in the number of units. And post pandemic, there has been a 300% jump in terms of the value. So this is what the real estate, maybe you would have heard about it, you would have seen reels about it, but this is the actual numbers. If you're looking at a rental yield on an average in 2025, these stats 6.7%, and average price of apartment is 2 million. Average price of townhouses are 3.2 million, and average prices of villas are 12.5 million. Now, this is all average according to the market, depends on area, depends on developers, depends on the number of bedrooms, depends on the square feet. There are a lot of factors. I will give you specifics about Damac's projects. Now, the top 10 Dubai residential communities across Dubai, and the top 10 residential communities which performed well, right, in the number of units that we sold in 2025. Number one is your Damac Islands. We sold about 4,185 units. The Valley by Emar that sold 2,200 units, Damac Hills 2, Villanova, Damac Lagoons, Emar South, so on and so forth. But Damac Islands, which I'm sure all of you know, are Damac Islands Phase 1, we sold about 4,185 units, mix of villas and townhouses. This is a very interesting question, and I'm sure most of us have this at the back of our mind. If I have an investment of 1 million US dollars, which is 3.67 million dirhams, how much I can get as a square feet across Dubai? Now, again, this is across Dubai, and 840 square feet. Now, this differs from area to area. It differs from what kind of a unit you're choosing, and so on and so forth. But average 840 square feet you can get, which is fairly priced compared to a lot of other cities which you see, starting from Monaco, Hong Kong, Singapore, New York, London, Shanghai, Sydney, so on and so forth. If you're doubtful about the norms and regulations, is it safe for me? I'm not even in Dubai, but is it safe for me to invest? First of all, yes, the answer is yes, because we have Dubai Land Department in place. You cannot even move a brick in Dubai without the authority of the Dubai Land Department. They are very, very vigilant. And under which comes the RERA. We have RERA as well here. So it takes care of your real estate sales, your investments, your licensing, as well as your rental disputes. So we have Dubai Land Department and we have RERA in place. Most of us are experts in real estate, so you would know what the escrow account is. So it is the common bank account between the buyer and the seller for off-plan projects. Yes, it is mandated here also to launch sales. Without escrow account, we cannot launch sales and we cannot sell our properties as a developer in UAE. Also, 20% of the project value has to be initially deposited by the developer, which gives us security of construction. And also, 5% of the project value is kept back in the escrow account for 1 year after handover. Why? Because we have something called like a warranty period for 1 year. Again, this is a good selling point for your clients. once the project is handed over, right? The handover, say for example, my project handover is 2027. Till 2028, I have something called a defect liability period, which is like a warranty. So if I have any structural damage or anything that is not right in my apartment, that's not fixed well, I can get back to my developer and I can submit my proof, and that's their duty to fix it for me. So while the developer has to do that, so he need, maybe if he wants funds, he can go and take that 5% and fix it. Now, in this scenario, Damac offers 10 years defect liability period for structural damage, because that is the surety of quality that we have with Damac. So we have 10 years warranty given to our clients, called the defect liability period. Coming to the most important and interesting topic, I'm sure most of you were waiting for this. Of course, the golden visa. I think even kids in across the world know about the golden visa that UAE is offering. Yes, golden visa, investor, property investor visa, and retirement visa. Now, one thing I would like to mention here is that earlier golden visa were offered by choice of the government. Government was handpicking people, celebrities, Nobel Prize winners, scientists, teachers, doctors. However, now it is open to the market based on investment. So let's see what is the condition. So for golden visa, 2 million is the investment that is required. You get a 10 years visa for yourself, spouse, children, and parents. So your entire, that's the whole idea. Like you live here as a family, we cater to it. In fact, Sheikh Mohammed for the year 2026 has announced the year of the family, which means they are welcoming a lot of families to come and reside in UAE. So apart from the 10 years visa for yourself, spouse, children, and parents, you can sponsor 2 maids and 1 driver for 2 years. And there is no terms and conditions at all. If you have a 2 million investment, you can directly, DMAC will cater to submitting your papers to the government. Then based on the approval of the government, you get your visa. Even if you're not staying in UAE for more than 6 months, still the visa will be valid. Still the visa will be valid. Now, there is also a property investor visa, which is for 2 years, and that requires only 750,000 as an investment. So you get 2 years visa for yourself, spouse, and children, and your parents for 1 year. However, there is two conditions here. One is that you cannot stay outside UAE for more than 6 months; the visa will be cancelled. And the second thing is your property has to be 50% and above constructed. Last but not the least, the retirement visa. There are two conditions here. You have to be 55 years of age and have an investment of 1 million and above. So you get 5 years visa for yourself, children, and spouse, and parents for the same 5 years. Here also, the property has to be 50% and above constructed, and you cannot have an extended stay outside UAE. So these are the three types of visas you can get based on investing into the real estate market as well. Right. That brings us to the end of why Dubai. Now we are getting into why Damac. So I'd like to very proudly present to you a few facts and figures about Damac as a company and how you can take it forward to your clients as well. So about the leadership, about Damac as a company, the overview, and the market share we hold. And few projects that maybe you can make quick notes on to start a conversation with your client. But in depth, Miss Maria will definitely give you more information. So this is our leadership team. So Mr. Hussein Sajwani is our chairman, the founder of the company. Under him reports Ms. Amira Sajwani and Mr. Ali Sajwani, and Ms. Amira takes care of sales and development. Mr. Ali takes care of IT and infrastructure. So we, as a sales department, come under Ms. Amira Sajwani. Damac has proudly won 50 plus awards and recognitions across sectors. And in 2025 itself, we have won these 50 plus awards. It's not only in Dubai or UAE, across the world as well. We have had a lot of achievements. I will not bore you by taking about it one by one, but I like to just give you an overview. So we started as construction business in 2001, and ever since then we have been listed in the London Stock Exchange and Morgan Stanley. We have got into the US market through launching our project in Miami, and we had brand collaborations, and we have different milestones year after year ever since Damac was launched as a property development company. Here, I'd also like to mention to you that Mr. Hussein Sajwani, our chairman, has been into real estate since 2001. However, he has been in the business, right, into the business over 40 years in UAE as a UAE national. If you're thinking Damac is only with properties, no, we have other businesses as well, which has a strong hold in UAE: logistics, hospitality, investments, retail and fashion, data centers, and properties. So we have all of these businesses under the umbrella of Damac portfolio. 50,000 plus homes delivered, out of which 30% of them are repeat clients, which means they bought and they came and bought again. 54,000 units under development, 100 plus million square feet under planning and progress, 8 master communities across 13 countries. So, as I said, we are the largest private luxury developer in UAE. And our predominant presence in UAE is in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Ras Al Khaimah, established in 2002 by Mr. Hussein Sajwani. And we also won the Developer of the Year award by World Finance Magazine 2024. And we have 50 plus international design houses and 2,600 of us as employees. Apart from the master communities, we have about 35 standalone towers and projects across Dubai. And we can probably share an interactive map which will give you a gist of which project is where. That'll give you a better idea. Now, some great achievements of Damac was we won the Guinness World Record for Damac Islands community because we sold 10.2 billion in 24 hours. Now, that was an proud moment for Damac. But the very next year, when we launched Damac Islands 2, we broke our own record. We sold 13 plus billion within 24 hours. Now we made the record and we broke our own records. So that's how we've been in the real estate market. And this is one of the examples, but I have tons of other examples to give you as well. Like, for example, Damac Riverside as a community, we sold about 2.8 billion on the day of our sales event. And then we did Damac Riverside Phase 2 again. We sold about 1 billion, and that was again on the launch date. Within 90 minutes, we sold 3.5 billion in Chelsea residences at Maritime City, and 2.5 billion on our launch date for Damac Sun City as a community. So these are some of our, except Chelsea Residences, Riverside is a community, Sun City is a community, Chelsea Residences, one of the projects at Maritime City. So top 10 developers in Dubai for 2025. Again, this is not Damac's information or Damac's data. It is all from trusted sources from the government as well and from DLD. 2025, the market share, Damac has 17% of the market share by sales value. Bingati 11, Soba, H&H, Beyond, Danube, so on and so forth. Private developers. We are talking about the list of private developers. So Damac had 17% of the market share by sales value. And I'm sure you're curious to know, you really want to know, who is the top buying nationality in Damac. The year 2024, 2025, we Indians have topped the list. British, Pakistanis, UAE, Chinese, Russians, Turkey, Canadians, and Americans. So again, as I said, the buyer psychology, you can use it here as well. Now, if you're looking at average returns on Damac projects 2026 for this year, we can talk about up to we can talk anything between 8 to 10% because we have Santorini rental yield that goes up to 10%, one of our clusters in Damac Lagoons community. Damac Hills 2, Damac Hills townhouses 5 beds, we have 8%. Again, Damac Hills, we have 5 beds, 9%, and Damac Hills 2 rental lead up to 9%. So these are a few examples. Again, nothing that you need to remember. If you're taking notes, good. Otherwise, we can share it to you as well. Proudly talking about our brand collaborations, we have for our data centers, we have collaborated with Oracle and Chelsea Football Club for our for Damac Chelsea residences. Then we have Versace, Radisson, Paramount, Roberto Cavalli, Di Grisogono, Trump Golf Course, Rotana, Fendi Casa. So these are our brand collaborations, and we have collaborated for our residential apartments and villas as well. Now, I told you what can 1 million US dollar buy you across Dubai, right? The square feet. Now, you must be curious, okay, if I have 1 million US dollar, or which is equivalent to 3.67 million dirhams, what can I get with the Mac? Yes, we have a platter of options for you, starting from our recent launch, Valencia Apartments in the Mac Lagoons community. You can get 5 studio apartments, which is a jackpot for an investment. 3 units of a 1 bed and 2 units of a 2 bed. Now, Damac District, again, it's one of our recent launches. Plus, we are launching a new tower next week. In by this month of April. So there you can get 2 units of a 1 bed or 1 unit of a 2 bed. Now, if you're looking at Damac Islands too, if you're looking, okay, I have this money, but I want to put it in a townhouse, yes, you can get it in Damac Islands too. You can even get a 5 bedroom or a 4 bedroom or a 5 bedroom twin villa. All right, my choice is Sheikh Zayed Road. I want it in the center of the city. Yes, agreed. We have for you there as well. We have a 1 bed that you can get, or you can get 2 1 beds or 1 2 bed. All these options are there in the center of the city as well for you. Dubai South, which is closer to your Al Maktoum International Airport, you can get 3 1 beds or 2 2 beds. Now, these options are like a platter for investors. And Maritime City, again, which is in your old Dubai, near your Shindaga, your Knife area, there, all of that. So, Maritime City, you can get one bed apartment, which is sea facing. Now, if you have an investor and you have this as your portfolio, as your wealth, definitely you can choose to invest in these. That could give you a lucrative benefit. Now, currently, with the Mac portfolio, we have a host of options for you, right from standalone towers to townhouses and villas, twin villas. We have Valencia, which is our recent launch in the Mac Lagoons, the Mac District, Islands 2, Riverside, which is in Dubai South, the Mac Lagoons, Chelsea residences, branded residences like Safa 1, 2 by Di Grisogono and Safa Gate. Then you also have Damac Cavalli Casa, Golf Greens, Damac Casa. One of our most premium and luxurious project, Couture by Cavalli, Damac Bay by Cavalli, Canal Heights, which is in Business Bay, and then you have Altitude in Business Bay. We have beachfront, we have seafront, we have canal facing, we have inside a community. So whatever your clients want, we can cater to their needs. And we have studio apartments which are ready, what you can buy at Artesia in Damac Hills, and then Navitas in Damac Hills 2 studio, and studio apartments. If you're looking for a studio in Dubai land, you have it in Damac Lagoons as well. Moving on. Now, if you have a budget between 1 to 2 million AED, okay, 1 to 2 million dirhams,
Hi,
then you have again,
Anna,
yes.
just if you could just calculate that in rupees,
Sure,
if you
sure,
have the
sure.
calculation, so it will be very easy for everybody to.
Absolutely, I can do that for you. Just give me 1 minute, please. I don't want to shift my screen, so I'll quickly do it on my phone for you.
So in general, I can tell you whatever dirham she is talking about, multiply that in today's term, 25. You will come to know about Indian. So if she talking about 1 million dirham means 10 lakh dirham, multiply by 25 immediately, it's 2.5 CR. That's very, very
2.5 crores,
fast.
absolutely right. So anything between 2.5 to 4 crores, what is the option, right? Yes, that makes it more relevant. Thank you, Mr. Anurag, because it's better we talk it in crores, because that's more relevant for our clients. So if they have anything between 2.5 to 5 crores also, we can talk to them about a studio in a community, one beds in a community, two bed in a community, again one and two beds in community. So the advantage of living in an apartment in a community is that you get access to the entire community plus your apartment. So that's a beautiful living, right? We have different themed communities, which Miss Maria or one of our relationship managers will take you through in detail. However, that again gives a lifestyle. So we have different options. If you're looking for it at the center of the city, trust me, for that budget, even in Business Bay, we can offer studios at Damac Paramount as well as at Icon City, which are ready properties. Mm, okay, moving on to the next set of budget, which again, when you're talking about 2 million, will roughly cost you for, yeah, five to eight, 5 to 7 maximum, 5 to 7 CR. You can look at a two bed. Again, in a community, you can look at a two bed in the one bed in Al Safa, which is on Sheikh Zayed Road, and one bed in Maritime City, downtown Business Bay, and also one bed in the in Business Bay as a ready tower, be it Paramount, and also we have off plan. So most of what I'm showing you is all off plan. Most of what I just showed you is all off plan. Give me 1 minute.
And
Yes.
just to support Anna, I would love to tell everyone, यहाँ पे सब लोगों को बता देता हूँ, ऑफ प्लान मतलब जैसे इंडिया में हम लोगों का होता है ना कंस्ट्रक्शन प्लान, जब लॉन्च होता है, प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च होता है और उसके बाद 3 4 5 साल लगते हैं उसको कंस्ट्रक्शन में, ठीक है। सो लॉन्च जिसको बोलते हैं कंस्ट्रक्शन प्लान, उसको दुबई में वर्ड बोलते हैं ऑफ प्लान। थैंक यू, ओवर टू अना।
Yes. And ready is your construction is already done. The unit is ready to be handed over. So I have completed what I wanted to show you. I've given you all insights. Now I open the call for any questions.
So, friends, first of all, thanks from all of your side to Anna for such a patience and long presentation. We really appreciate that, Anna. Thanks for your efforts, time, and energy. Thanks a lot, everybody. Can you give a big hand? Because
Thank you.
your love will bring her back to train you guys.
Sure, sure. Definitely,
All
definitely.
right.